further attacks.
At about midnight into early this morning, over 100 militia bandits descended on one of the communities in Kwal district of Bassa local government, leaving in their trail a number of dead bodies and destroyed houses. We've just deliberated and taken information, debriefing from the heads of security on all that transpired, and we are trying to establish what actually happened, why it happened, so that we can be able to address the situation. At the moment, the situation there is calm, and we've tried to plead with the people, restrain them from any reaction that will further escalate the situation. And we are glad that the youth of that community were able to listen to us. At the moment, we're discussing very far-reaching decisions that we'll take in order to avert possible future occurrences. Details of some of these decisions will be made available in my broadcast to the state tomorrow. In the meantime, I want to reassure the people of Plateau State that we are truly on top of this situation, and will go to any length to be able to forestall further occurrence. At the moment, I'd like to encourage our people all over the state that please, whatever intelligence you pick up, no matter how irrelevant you think it is, please do let us know. We are ready to protect the source of our information so that no life will be in jeopardy. Because we realize that if we don't get sufficient intelligence, we will not be able to react as we should.
We certainly do reiterate the call for calm and condole with those who are now bereaved. May the souls of the departed rest in peace.
May the souls of the departed rest in peace. But it is, of course, important that the governors step up. I've been saying this. This is a theme now, right? Rufai had that great interview with the governor of Zamfara that we aired yesterday. Insecurity was part of the conversation. We've talked, well, this is the third time now, or fourth time in about a week where we'll be talking about Benue later on today. Then you've got the situation in Plateau State. I don't know how many people listened to Sean Price. He's passed away, unfortunately, but he was on an album called Random Acts, which was a group they formed. And there's a particular song called The Hex. He has this line. He says, I'll pull out the piece and pop you, papi, and you probably want peace like Mahatma Gandhi. There's a double entendre there where he's talking about peace like a gun, and you want peace like Gandhi, who was big on civil disobedience. I think about that line a lot when I think about the dichotomy of governors in Nigeria. They keep talking about how, oh, security is really up to the federal government. I can't do much. But when you see a governor's convoy, try and step up and see if you can reach for a governor or touch him. You probably get shot on the spot, right? So when it comes to their personal convoys and when they move around, they've got the best security of anybody else. But then when insecurity happens in the country, they start appealing for peace. The buck stops with the governors. And I'm very much behind the president in telling the Plateau State governor that you need to step up and you need to improve. And this goes for Plateau State. It goes for Benue State. It goes for Zamfara. It goes for everywhere else. You are the executive governor. You're the CEO. Secure your states. Improve, get money, borrow, do what you can, get drones, get into the communities. The governors have to do better. Every week, we're doing this every single week. Another attack and another attack. We commiserate, prayers, this and that. They give a speech. We go back. The same thing happens again. The governors have to step up and they've got to do better.
For me, I totally disagree with Mr. President this morning. I think it's an abdication of responsibility. And I think President Tinubu has not done enough when it comes to insecurity. And I think the governor has no blame in this communal crisis matter. And the governors cannot really do much. Let's be sincere with ourselves. The federal government oversees the police. The same federal government will not like state security. Even if you get state security, you can't get them sophisticated weapons because of clause in the Constitution. Secondly, the military is overseen by the federal government. Yes, we can say governors have protection. They move around in convoys. Yes. But apart from their protection, the day this governor has a problem with the federal government, that's when you will know that he has no powers. We have seen with the case of Governor Fubara now. It's just one order from above. And they will manipulate even the security architecture on ground. Governor Muftwang, yes, should be able to talk to people communally. But the greatest blame falls on President Tinubu that he's still in France. Well over 100 people have died. What is he going to do about it? Is he going to put in more military? Do we even have boots on the ground? Little over 200 or 300,000 soldiers. Less than 400,000 police officers for a population of over 200 million. Are those areas effectively covered? What's the reconnaissance like? So once people got intelligence there were going to be a reprisal attack, what was done to forestall the reprisal attacks? Who fights back? You put a vigilante team in there, they will complain of high-handedness at some point. So who fights back? Who is able to protect the people of Bokos, Manga, Mangu, and a couple of other areas? And the people around the Rigwe area. All of this should go back to the president. Look at all the security personnel there, the military, the civil, what's it called, defense and everything. All of them get instruction from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The governors are the chief security officers in name and only when they are in alignment with the government of the center. So you see, a governor that pretty much gets his way by is in alignment with the government of the center. If the government of the center want to mess you up, you will see what happens. Before you know it, they withdraw security so quickly from you. So there's no true level of, federalism. And I hate to use the word true federalism because it doesn't exist in the first place. The solutions will be number one. How do we put a response force across local government areas that can alert people when there are these attacks so that they can be repelled quickly? Secondly, are we going to put some vigilante units on the ground and who is going to be able to fund them? Thirdly, the intercommunal conversation and all of that. Most importantly, these people that come to attack, how do they get the weapons? It's the federal government that will do the work of taking the weapons off them in the first place. So all that weaponry architecture and illegal movement of weapons must be stopped. But how are they going to do this? It's the federal government through the DSS and other intelligence apparatchik that will have to do that. What I just want to tell President Tinubu this morning, are you not tired of condemning deaths in this country? The other day, you issued out a statement, condemn deaths. Today, you are issuing another statement, condemning deaths. When will you stop issuing statements to condemn deaths and actually get on top of the situation and be proactive? President Tinubu, Section 14, subsection 2 says, the security of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is the paramount responsibility of the states. You are the head of states. The buck stops with you. Do something.
All right.